I'm the angriest man who ever lived! Ooh, that must be the pizza! What? Wait a minute. I don't want to die yet. Wait.
I don't really know where I was going with that intro, but happy 2025. And I say that because I swear it feels like the year just now started for me. And it's like January 8th. I don't know, I got sick over the holidays, and along that just minor inconveniences, I guess. But you know what? I am better than these inconveniences. I have fought through it, and now I can finally do something. And yeah, one of those is involving this peanut-headed dude again. Because the wonderful company of Scrap Turtle made this thing. Okay, yeah, for context. Yeah, this is supposed to be XSMARTS. They just kind of made this in a whole separate thing. Like, I have no idea what's been going on with them recently. I know YouTube's kind of sued them for something, so that's fun. And you know, that could be something I talk about later on in the video, but right now I'm going to talk about how this is the best plush they've ever made. Okay, so for anyone, again, who's not stupid, this is obviously ScrapTrap from fnaf 6, who, yes, has appeared in videos often, but it's always been a custom, and, you know, Funko's never really made a official version of him, but just like the Wizards and everything else that XSMARTS has made, they make it amazing. And they do what Funko won't. They're cowards. Well, I mean, at this rate, they might be doing movie stuff, but dude, it's been like over a year and a half. Nobody cares about the first movie. They're talking about the second movie. I really like how this thing looks. It is very, very well made. In fact, I didn't even know this thing was out. I didn't even plan on getting this up first because I didn't know if it was gonna, you know, actually exist. But thanks to this person here, I saw a review, or I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw like a thumbnail for the review, and I'm like, I need to jump on the chance on that. And I'm glad I did, because yeah, this thing is amazing. I mean, just in the head alone, it looks like ScrapTrap. I mean, even in plush form, like the proportions of the head are like really well done. I mean, unlike any other custom plushies that either I or any other person has made. The ScrapTrap plushies always looked kind of weird, because, you know, he has a completely different head and somewhat of a different body. It's kind of hard to like make a custom, especially if you're using like a Springtrap plush to make a custom. You kind of have to make his feet green, which I kind of tried but then failed. But this thing is like, nah, full on ScrapTrap. And yeah, I really like how they did a lot of the stuff. Like, a lot of this is not printed at all. It's like all, it's actually sewed on, like sewed on different pieces. Like, this is different, this is different, this is different. Actually a different texture, like a weird, it's like the fabric you had, like the fabric on Ennard's body. It's kind of weird. I mean, I'm not like complaining about it. It's a nice little addition of like quality to the plush, but you know, it's just something I noticed. Well, then it's also his big skull kind of goes to the back of his head, and you know, I don't know how accurate this is because I can't really find any like, okay, there's no other term to say it, like back shots of ScrapTrap, but I don't know if his jaw goes all the way around, like with the indent, but somebody could probably let me know. But yeah, everything else looks nice. The ear is actually a lot more mangled than I thought it was. Like, just like my custom comparison, it's not too far off, but I like how this one does the ear a little bit more. It actually looks like it's like barely any skin is on there, and it's just mostly metal. Same with this ear. I feel like there's a little bit too much wires on his head, but yet again, I haven't really looked at a ScrapTrap model in a while, so forgive me. But yeah, his jaw looks nice. The teeth are all embroidered, which is amazing. Same with like the scars on his face, and Wait, is that like slightly indented? Oh yeah, it kind of is. That's cool. The one thing I kind of don't like about his head is the eyes. I kind of get what they were going for, but I don't know. I feel like the eyes could have just been like just like a little bit of a brighter gray. Maybe you can do this ring effect that they did here because it doesn't look nice. Just I'm looking at the custom and it's just like, I don't know. It's not bad by any means. It's just like I'm so used to seeing this thing. It's just, you know, it's just something I gotta get used to. But yeah, in traditional XSMARTS tradition, they don't print the weathering or anything else on the body. It is embroidered. Holy crap, this all looks great. Especially with some of these parts, which for some of you who don't really know, ScrapTrap's design is kind of like a raised part of his body or something. Or like the suit is like kind of raised up. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. They did it in the, I guess, the most creative way they can, because most customs don't even point that out, and I kind of like that. But yeah, everything's pretty traditional. I mean, this thing looks like it has more weathering than ScrapTrap, which, yeah, it's kind of fair. And what I mean by that is that it has like more weathering than the actual ScrapTrap Plush, because this ScrapTrap Plush is very watered down in terms of the weathering department. I mean, it still looks cute, and I have a soft spot for this plush, so I don't really mind. And yeah, like I said before, they actually like put feet on them, because for some reason ScrapTrap found feet when transferring for suits. Like, I don't know, ScrapTrap's it's kind of like that weird thing, because like William goes from this to this. How? I don't know, maybe I know there's like the lore reason, like, oh, after the Vesper Fight Fire, he goes and, he basically just goes sayonara to the ScrapTrap suit, and then he just finds old parts or whatever. Yeah, there's also some really nice gut detail on them, and I really do appreciate that. And one thing I do also really appreciate, the bone. I really like how they made the bone here. It just looks like it's just a tiny little stub coming out of his arm, and I think it looks adorable. I mean, compared to custom, it's more bone than anything else, but I like how it's simulated here. But yeah, other than that, I can't really find any place on this plush that's printed. At least on first glance. Like, I think most of this is just embroidered. I mean, I just like how this thing looks. Like, color-wise, weathering-wise, head shape-wise, it just looks great. I mean, I gotta say, it's barely even like 2025, but this is probably my favorite plush of the year. I mean, hey, we all know I'm a ScrapTrap fanboy, so, you know, it checks out. But also, it just could be because I like the Scrap group so much, and he looks really good next to Scrap Baby. I could just hear the connection terminated music. Still, like, the best ending to, like, any video game. Also, I went digging in the closet and I couldn't find Molten Freddy, but I bet if I brought him out, he would look good next to him too. Although I did find another certain thing.
Down to the depths of review.
Okay, but no, seriously, these two look great next to each other. And yeah, one last comparison with the custom. Holy crap, it is night and day. It almost looks like this one got sun bleached compared to this thing. Well, to be fair, I did use a bootleg to make this one, so that probably contributes to at least something. And you know what? Since it's kind of a running gag that he kind of changes form, same with Molten Freddy every so often. Yeah, I might just use this guy in videos more from now on. I mean, yeah, this was a good custom, but I think it's time for this guy to find a new home. Somewhere on Macari, I don't know. More details soon, hopefully. But yeah, if you guys have the money and, you know, and you're wanting a ScrapTrap plush, but you don't know how to make plushies, I highly recommend this thing. I'll put a link in the description so that you guys can go to the website and get it, but it is not that expensive at all for a bootleg. And yeah, I gotta say, like, XSMARTS, they keep on making quality plushies. They are just so good, like, god damn it. And yeah, I guess it's time to bring down the mood. I think this might be the last XSMARTS plushie. We were this close to a Nightmare Chica. Unless they're not dead and I am just overreacting, which is completely true. Please let me know in the comments. But yeah, if this is the final XSMARTS plushie, then I've enjoyed my time with them. They have made the greatest like plushies I have seen in a while. Yeah, Funko can make a banger every so often, but that's hit or miss. These guys, I feel like they never missed. The XSMARTS showed me that, yeah, you can make something that the fans have wanted and they will get it. And obviously, it's very profitable. Come on, Funko. But yeah, moral of the story, screw you twos. You kind of suck, but also not, because I'm staring at like 100 of your figures right now. Well, also including this guy, I got him for Christmas recently, and yeah, that's a spooky. That's a story for another day. Anyways, yeah, this guy looks cool. I've said that multiple times, but yeah, links in the description if you want to get one, and yeah. I always come